Taylor Thompson and Kevin Smith joined forces to create Taylor Smith Sustainable Construction. These guys focus on ADU, small accessory dwelling units. It's a hot trend in Portland right now, and they have an amazing modern aesthetic. Their work is beautiful, and they are committed to sustainability and the beauty of design. And I really just love and admire them so much, and I'm very excited to see and hear what they have to say. Taylor Thompson, Kevin Smith, take it from here. Who's going to start?
Thank you, man. You guys hear us okay in the back? I know the speaker's on the ground, so I don't. You guys hear okay with mic? No mic? Yes, Mike? Yes, Mike. Yes, Mike.
Yes, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
It's uncomfortable.
Okay. For starters, thanks everybody for coming out tonight. We're so honored to be here, and want to give special thanks to the BLA and also Sustainable Northwest for asking us to come here and speak tonight. I'm Taylor Thompson, and
I'm Kevin Smith, and we're Taylor Smith Sustainable Construction. A little bit about us is we're a small local builder here in town. We're both civil engineers out of Oregon State, go Beavs. And we went into commercial building right away, and it was really fun. We learned a lot. But through mutual frustration about the building industry and not being able to implement like new green sustainable ideas, literally sitting on the lead building council and trying to get FSC certified lumber on some of these high rises, it was just not even a question. The budget, the headache, the trying to get somebody certified, it just wasn't even on the table of talking about. So it was super frustrating, and Taylor and I over beers, and we were roommates at the time, we're like, you know what, this is enough. We could do this on our own, we could do this better. And so we started building ADUs. If you guys don't know what that is, it's an accessory dwelling unit. It's a secondary house to maybe a house that you already own. It was something that was really cool, and sustainability, we get asked what is sustainability all the time. It's in our name. Sustainability has become a buzzword. It's very all-encompassing of so many things. And so you can imagine there's a million things you could do to be sustainable. And as a builder, it's really hard to push new practices, whether it's solar panels or water retention systems or what have you. Something we were really passionate about was the wood we were getting. And we were introduced to Sustainable Northwest Woods. Early on, we met Ryan and Terry, and we found out that we could push this product, and it's not that much more expensive, and it's way better. It's actually kiln dried and stored inside, not outside after it's dried. And it's a wonderful product. All of our projects have been FSC certified lumber, and it's just a baseline for us. So it's been a really cool way for us to implement sustainability just as a baseline, and working with a wonderful company and getting all of our materials locally.
so to expand a bit further about what an ADU is, the ADU stands for an accessory dwelling unit, for those who don't know. Oftentimes it is built as a secondary structure on an existing property. Either it could be standalone, or sometimes it's attached or in a basement, but offers a second place for people, families, anybody in between, a place to live, but within an existing property. And so within Portland, it's become an incredibly popular and unique way for us to help solve our infill and densification problems, because within Portland right now, as we all know, more and more people are moving here. And so instead of having to destroy our wonderful neighborhoods that Portland has, we're able now to say like, hey, let's build these really cool, unique structures and offer alternative ways for people to live within Portland and not have to destroy our neighborhoods by replacing them with apartments or other means of living. So in addition to that, what's also really unique and awesome about accessory dwelling units or ADUs is because they're so small by nature, they offer themselves up to sustainability and sustainable opportunities. So that goes everything, I mean, it starts, I guess, at the baseline of it's a smaller footprint, right? So with a smaller footprint, you just naturally are going to have a reduced carbon footprint. In addition to that, a lot of times when people are then building these ADUs, they're also interested in implementing other type of sustainable features, whether that's FSC certified lumber, whether that's, you know, other alternative sources of heating and cooling, because with such a small structure, you can really take advantage of these opportunities and not blow a budget because it's just a much smaller structure in general. So all in all, ADUs have become a really unique feature for our building platform because it offers itself both to sustainability, but then also a means to hoping solve the problem within Portland for ways that people can live here.
So Taylor and I just wanted to show you guys a couple projects we've worked on that have FSC certified lumber. There's a ton of other sustainable features, but we won't get into that. Right here, it's actually on the facade here is a custom milled cedar from Sustainable Northwest Wood. No one else in town could do it for us. This is a really fun project actually. The owner of the property wanted to remodel this here in Southeast Portland, and they didn't have the house was not able to be turned into a second story. The foundation was kind of compromised for what he wanted to do. Instead, they moved out of the front house, built this ADU, the dream house they wanted in the backyard. And he was also the designer. He's an associate at SRG. And so in that, he had very specific wants and needs. And this custom milled siding was a real pain in our butt. But Sustainable Northwest Wood was able to get that for us, and it was all locally sourced lumber. And on top of that, all the framing lumber was all FSC certified and turned out to be a really fun project. This is also a project here in Southeast. This whole wall covering here is all locally sourced pine, and it was from Sustainable Northwest Woods, also custom milled because we needed some specific needs on that one. So thanks again, guys, for helping us out. All the framing lumber was FSC certified. And you know, it's funny because when we do pitch it to the client, they're like, oh, I can't swing 25 grand on solar. We're like, well, all your lumber, we bid it out as locally sourced lumber. And like, oh, well, that's great. Let's do that. Yeah, we're cool with that. And we're really proud to do that, and all of our stuff is all locally sourced. So.
Here is another project that we're just wrapping up, actually. We're getting very close to finishing, but was another really unique example of how people can use an accessory dwelling unit within Portland. They took an existing 1920s home and decided that instead of buying a new, larger home, they're like, let's take our existing home, add an addition onto the backside, restructure the interior of our house, and turn half of it into an ADU. So this house actually now has 2 living spaces within the footprint of it, and really only added about 400 square feet, but offers itself now to 2 kind of unique ways of living within a cool neighborhood. And obviously, again, all of our lumber was from sustainable and is FSC certified, so it's been great to have that number. And then lastly, this is another project that we finished last year. Again, it was the homeowner who lived there was living in his current house, which was a 5-bedroom house, and kind of felt like he really didn't need any of all that space. And so instead of selling and moving elsewhere, he's like, well, why don't I build my dream home in my backyard, and then I can use my main house on my property as another source of income, and that also then lends itself to kind of healthy infill within the city. So he built this dream home here and had some really cool design features, which of course all of our lumber was sourced from Sustainable Northwest. So here's just some basic examples of kind of some of our projects, and we're extremely passionate about ADUs, so that's about all we got for you, but thanks for coming out.